So,
I thought you might come back
hopefully
here.
the whole
What with your
title was
buddy getting
printed
laid
on
out?
this. I might go
You
ahead
looking
and
for
just do a
some
thumbnail.
closure?
But in any case, yeah, is
Escaped
it
prisoners
worth
at the stadium
farming
in
for the
Greece
strikes you want to play
came
as
back to
opposed to
finish
just
the
loading
job.
into the list and going with it?
Noble. Let me
Um,
run
there
tactical for you.
are
I've scoped the place
four
out already.
strikes that I
You want to stem the
absolutely just
chaos, you'll have
have
to
no
take
fun
out the
playing
warden's
whatsoever.
servitor.
Two of
Things
them
go
on the Throne World,
crazy.
one of them on the Dreaming
Prison of
City,
the
and the other one on
Lotus
the Moon. You just figure out
welcomes.
which ones they are. Um,
Press your
so
wallet.
yeah, yeah, it totally is. It totally is. Once you
Is
land
that
or when you're
barracks?
in orbit, you should see what planet you're
Hell
hovering over.
no.
You can actually
Varric
bail at
left his
that
pet
time,
servitor behind, and
most
the thing
times.
went nuts.
Um,
Thinks it is
it
him.
takes about 5 to
It's
10
running the whole
seconds
prison
to
through some kind of
go through a waiting
combat
room
drills.
in the Vanguard playlist. Most strikes will average about 12 to 15 minutes,
Only way to
depending
complete
on
it is past this prisoner
the team
transport.
you're playing with. If you're playing with your
Warden's
friends
servitors locked me
and
for
you're all in
shutting down the
agreement
whole
as to
prison
what strikes you're
transport
farming
system.
for, well, my
So
lord, you
watch
went
the
too fast.
lanes.
Long road ahead of you.
Then it shouldn't be a
We won't
problem.
get
Come
this
on, guys,
prison
just
in
get the
order
fuck
if you
out of
don't
each other's
find that
way.
servitor
It's
and put
super
a
fucking
bullet in
easy.
it.
Incoming.
So yeah, the reason why I don't like those other four strikes is that there's so much hiking in between each of the encounters, and there's not that many enemies. So unless you're like super fucking quick and have like massive power behind you, being basically you're a warlock, you're going to be pretty much missing out on clearing your bounties. Because the only reason why I'm in strikes right now is because I'm trying to get the ornament for the Vanguard weapon and also legendary engrams and bright dust. So it's like I've got 3 points of interest here, and therefore 3 times the need to want to pick strikes that are going to be quick, efficient, and fun. Because that's kind of what really the point is. When you're playing a game, you really are playing for the fun of it. Whether you are trying to meet or exceed a challenge or not. Uh, and that's kind of basically the gist of the whole thing. I'm not going to go into any philosophies on gameplay or styles. Understand that farming is the best. Farming is a semi-ideal play state. You don't ever want to be caught binging. You don't want to, you don't want to. I mean, never caught binging. You don't ever want to be caught grinding. Grinding is when you're doing stuff and you're feeling the compulsion to do it for whatever reasons there are, and you're just like, all you're thinking about is something else you could be doing. You're not thinking about whether or not you're, enjoying this or if this has any real value to you or anything. And then, of course, farming is like that happy middle state where it's like you've got a goal and you're achieving the goal and you're getting progress. Farming should always result in some kind of progress and satisfiable progress. And then, of course, binging. I just did it, didn't I? I said I wasn't going to go into these 3 states, but I felt it was worth it because it's relevant to the concept here. So yeah, it is worth farming for the strikes you want to play, especially if you've got bounties that are dependent on enemy types and large groupings of enemies like grenade kills and stuff like that. So
Next
yeah,
up is
that's
a
about it
cell
right now.
block
Thanks
for
for
the
stopping by.
Vex. You ever see a
Have
Vex
fun.
eat? The